I was in a seminar Thursday at the local Home Builders Association. And it was hotshots from around the country telling the local home builders how to get ready for the uptick that's going to come in building. You know it's coming, right? He had all the stats in front of him of the highs and lows of the building field over the past 30 years. This is a cycle. This is a standard cycle. We're lower than we've been over the other two 10-year cycles. But it's coming back, guys. And here's the thing. It ain't going to come back the same. This is my look into the future. Because any builder who's trying to build the way that he did before isn't going to have a market. He is not going to have a market, at least for the next 20 to 30 years, until people forget this downswing. Because people are going to come back and they're going to be saying, how much does it cost me to run this house? What do you got in here that's going to save me money? How did you build this house so it's not going to cost me so much? Don't talk to me about big. Talk to me about saving money in that house. It's going to be a different industry that comes back from where we are now. So, nearly 3,500 builders have partnered with EPA to construct Energy Star qualified new homes in 2006, which is a 30% increase since 2005. Wow. Look at it. It's just ramping up and ramping up. In 2007, there were close to 130,000 Energy Star qualified homes built. In all 50 states and D.C., almost 750,000 Energy Star qualified homes, saving homeowners more than $170 million annually. Yeah? This is not a small program, and it's ramping up, it's moving up, it's bumping up, okay? In 2008, nearly 17% of all single-family homes built nationally earned EPA's Energy Star label, which is up from 12% in 2007. I'm telling you, the curve is up, all right? In addition, the market share for Energy Star qualified homes was 20% or greater in 15 states. And it ain't going to go back down again. People have been stung. They're looking how to save money, and that's going to be one of the ways that they do that. So if you take a look, this is the cumulative homes built. Cumulative, all right? And these are the annual homes that are built. And this is your Energy Star. It's doubled in the past 2 years from 2004 to 2006. What I guess I'm saying to you is, if you would like to see your radon businesses prosper, we have to also start thinking outside the box. We have to start realizing that this is what people are looking for, and we have an amazing service that we can offer to builders to get them in on this. Okay, Energy Star awareness. I mean, is anybody questioning that people know what Energy Star is all about? So this is when they helped them. They said, do you know anything about Energy Star? And Mr. Guy on the street said, what? And they said, Energy Star, the Energy Star program. I might have heard of that. And there's a little help. Okay, that's that program that EPA, oh, yeah, that's that program, that blah, blah, all right? So here's unaided, without any help, is the blue. All right? And if they gave them a little prompt to help them know, look at this. It's almost at 70% awareness of the program. That's huge.
That's the general public?
That's the general public. Awareness of Energy Star growing in the United States. All right? And that is 3 years ago. It ain't got smaller, I'll tell you that. Now, in addition, we're now working to, they are now working to incorporate the energy efficiency criteria in low-income housing tax credit program requirements. Now, look, one of the things that we have fought against since we became an industry is environmental justice issues. How do we help low-income people to get protected against radon-induced lung cancer? And it's been hard, because there's no way we can lower the prices for the systems. I mean, we're down rock bottom as it is right now. So getting it into the low-income housing tax credit would be just awesome. Not only that, but more and more people are going to start to hear about it when this comes, okay? There's a pilot program for high-rise buildings More than 40 different utilities and state programs across the country are delivering Energy Star for Homes programs. Wow. What happens frequently is like the gas company here in St. Louis will come in and they will do the inspections for the various green building programs, which is just a wonderful, cross-linking, and it's really good of them to be doing this. The manufactured housing program has also grown over 40%. So we're getting them coming and going, all right? And now, added to the whole Energy Star thing is the Indoor Air Plus. The Indoor Air Plus package, okay? Now, if you haven't got this by now, let me just smush into your brains what you do as radon professionals is indoor air quality. How many of you have been aware of this? Love it. Perfect. Remember, when was it that EPA smushed the radon program into the Indoor Environments Division? And I sort of went, hey, but it's ended up being a really good deal because indoor air quality is huge. Radon's part of it, and we're getting dragged with it. Yay, yippee-doo. So, indoor air quality is what we do. Don't ever, ever apologize for that, okay? This is my question to you and everybody in the universe who's listening. Can you have a healthy home without addressing radon? Huh? I mean, I think that speaks for itself. You cannot have a healthy home without addressing the radon issue. Any mom who's trying to protect those kids has got to have addressed the radon issue if she wants a healthy home for her children. Any questions about that? All right.
Preaching to the choir here, because all of us realize it, but people out there building the healthy homes.
Look, you'd be very surprised at how timid the radon industry gets when it gets out in the public. Yes? Not you. I'm not talking to you. It's like, how are you? What do you do? I beg your pardon? What do you do? I fix radon. It's like, man, you do what? We ain't got no radar here. I know. We go through this, right? But the thing is part of what I see, and maybe I'm wrong, tell me, fix my poor brain, is we don't stand up and go, wait a second, hold it. You can't do that unless you deal with the radon. I mean, no, stop. You may not do that unless you've dealt with radon. So here I stand as your cheerleader. I'm not preaching, promise me. I'm doing a you-rah, give me my pom-poms, all right? Because we deserve and need to get out there and preach this message that there ain't no such thing as good indoor air unless you've addressed the radon issue. So think about this. We need to educate ourselves on any program that encourages good air quality. And that's why I hoped you would sit here today and listen to this, alphabet acronym soup. Because you need to understand how you fit into it because it's your doorway. All right? It's how you move into this. We need to get on board any program that promotes good air quality. Very frequently, I think our response is, hey, oh, awesome. You going in there for asthma? Come on, let's sit down. We'll talk about good air quality. You going in there for a stop smoking? Oh, perfect. You really need to understand how radon fits into the whole smoking deal. Understand where they are so that you can move into what they're doing and get swept up with it, okay? So Energy Star is considered as the first step to a green building. You can't have a green building without you got an energy efficient building. And now we've got indoor air connected to that Energy Star brand, okay? Entree to green building, and you know that there's so much interest in green building, and this I don't know whether you do know. This NAHB quote standard, which is actually the ANSI standard for green building now, Are you aware of this? Or let me ask you, how many of you were not aware of this? Oh, now, if you haven't done your happy dance before, check this out. Radon treatment is mandatory in Zone 1. But here's my most favorite thing in the whole world. This is the only standard that I know of that includes points and extra points for an active system. Now, everyone take your necks and turn your heads and see the gentleman standing at the back of the room. Thank you.
While they're still standing.
Mr. David Price. And here's how Dave, I said, my God, Dave, were you the one that got this into the ANSI standard? And he said, well, I was sitting at the table. Please, thank you for sitting at the table. All right? You'll be hearing from the man here in a couple of minutes as soon as I get out of here. Please.
This is probably something you're tired of talking about, but I've never been quite clear on what ANSI is exactly.
The American National Standards
I
Institute.
got that part, but I don't really understand what it is and how it fits into